Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. This video is a market update with a heavy focus on XRP. You're absolutely going to love this one. In fact, I've got perspective from 6 different XRP chart analysts, and you'll soon see that the recurring theme is with the state of the market, and specifically where XRP is based on tons of different metrics, XRP is about to go. And one analyst explains what he believes will, quote, or what, quote, sends XRP into overdrive, end quote. Another analyst says that he's expecting XRP to hit $12. In fact, there are a lot of analysts out here that are expecting that we're going to see at least $10 this market cycle for XRP. So plenty to cover here. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. At the time I record this video, it is 5:08 p.m. Central Time, which is my time zone, Tuesday, May 7th, 2024. XRP is hovering right around 53 cents. Bitcoin's just a little above $63,000. Crypto Fear and Greed Index shows 68 out of 100, so the market is still in greed, and we've just been ranging. For much of the last month, really, we've pretty much just been ranging, and volatility being what it is, there's been moments where people have gotten spooked out of the market and spooked out of their positions. Lettuce hands, that's a real thing. When Bitcoin cratered down to, what? I mean, can we even call it cratering? Down to $56,000. Hell, if you had told people that, a little over a year ago, some people back then were still thinking, well, maybe more so towards the beginning part of January, beginning part of 2023. So think like January. That seemed impossible. That was the time when people were calling for $12,000 Bitcoin, and we did get as low as somewhere around $16,000 for Bitcoin. So now when we say we cratered down to 56,000, well, it did scare people. But we went from that level, to new all-time highs, multiple new all-time highs for Bitcoin already. And it's not going to stay here. It absolutely will not. We're going to have a break to the upside or the downside, and many analysts are anticipating that break for Bitcoin, which leads the market, will be to the upside. So we do need to see that. And that's why, as I frequently say, even if you don't hold Bitcoin, you don't care about Bitcoin, and I mean, maybe you're like me and you hold it, but you're just not that excited about it. Because you know that the real action is in XRP and other altcoins, you should still care what it's doing, because you do need Bitcoin to be ripping to the upside if you want to see a crazy alt season. And the more money that flows into Bitcoin, the more there will be to flow into other alts, and specifically XRP, which is what happens every cycle, right? Here's a post from chart analyst Mikey Bull Crypto. He said, Bitcoin local bottom is in, given that the next liquidity grab interest is above. It will first clear out the $67,000 level and consolidate in preparation for the $73,000 level. So let's hope that that's accurate. If that does come to pass, then we're not that far off from seeing some major moves for alts. And XRP, just like I said with Bitcoin a second ago, same's true for XRP. It will not range here forever. I mean, you can argue that XRP's actually just been ranging for 6 years. We kind of got the shaft thanks to the SEC last market cycle, but it cannot and will not range forever. Either we're all a bunch of idiots and we're wrong and XRP will fall into the top 10 and eventually go to 0, or we are literal geniuses. And in which case, XRP does hit a new all-time high, melts faces, enters price discovery, and will be proven right. And that's what I'm counting on happening. That's what I personally believe is most probable. Nobody knows for sure what's going to happen, but I've never had stronger conviction for that happening for XRP than I have right now. And I've been holding XRP for over 6 years. I've never sold a single XRP in my entire life, but I intend to. But I will not do it if the price goes down. So I anticipate major moves to the upside. Here's another post from Mikey Bull Crypto. This chart is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin, so all your alts out there. And he says, altcoins market cap printing the footsteps of alt season 2020 through 2021, and yet not many are seeing this. Not many are mentally prepared for what is coming. And so he's noting, obviously you can see the accumulation range for last market cycle and what we've just gone through here. And you can see he drew this blue dotted line right here, lining up with RSI. And he's noting that, look what it looked like where I'm circling on the screen last market cycle for RSI. Look what just happened right now. It went up and then down, and then you're back. So then you've got this basically support level that's yellow. He put in yellow right here. Move to the upside. It's not going to stay here. And here's what he had to say about XRP. This is an XRP USD chart. Because he shared, he actually reposted something that he shared on April 23rd. He wrote on the 23rd, XRP is currently at a level that initiates an explosive rally. So we reposted that. And then yesterday he wrote, XRP, it's about to get interesting for XRP given the imminent breakout of the resistance of RSI level. And so you can see he's got XRP USD chart at the top, RSI on the bottom, and he's highlighted the symmetrical triangle. What happened actually 2 market cycles ago? RSI obviously went ballistic here, and that's when XRP went on its famous face-melting rally, which really, I mean, the one that we're all excited about and we remember it is the one from middle of December into January 4th, 2018 when XRP topped. But in terms of the biggest percentage gain, it was actually the first one that happened in the beginning part of 2017 when XRP went from about half a penny up to about 42 cents before going back down and correcting sideways for about half a year after that. But you can see why he's excited here, right? For those of you looking at the screen, I'll just describe it. You can see the RSI levels at the bottom. Look at what happened. Rocketed up. He's just noting it's the same formation as the infamous 2017 rally. XRP cannot and will not stay at the price level that it's at forever. It cannot. It won't. And I have a feeling that we are going to be heavily rewarded. I have a strong hunch. Here's a post from Charting Guy. This one's from April 20th, and I actually shared this at the time he posted this. It's an XRP USD chart, and he, at the time, wrote, 2017 called, and it wants its fractal back. Fake out below, just like before. And you can see where I'm circling right now is what he's referencing. And I had forgotten this, but at the time, there was a move for XRP to the downside. It was very short-lived. You know, the market was taking a hit. But here you can see he's expecting XRP ultimately to continue following that fractal, which leads XRP this market cycle to over $12. That is what he's expecting. And so he reposted that, what I just shared with you. And in the afternoon yesterday, he wrote, and this is just another XRP USD chart. It's just a bit more zoomed in, but it's just an update. He wrote, XRP 2017 fractal update. Zoomed in, spot on still, big move soon in my opinion. Something around 513, and he's not talking about the price. He's talking about May 13th, which he clarified in a separate post. And he does ultimately think that you could have a burst where, yeah, okay, of course, XRP's over $5, but as far as the cycle top here, he's targeting $12. And there are tons of analysts that are talking about that range, whether it's $10, $11, 12, 13. I keep seeing those types of numbers, figures in that range from all sorts of analysts here. So again, I know it's just ranging sideways, and some people get bored. I understand that, and people get shaken out of their positions, and they feel like it's never going to happen. But that's what markets do. They just beat you up. They beat people up. And then they inevitably go, and either you have exposure to assets when they go, or you don't. But there are going to be so many people FOMOing in well above $1. There will be people FOMOing in, you know, if and when XRP hits $10, if it really does, there will be people FOMOing in at $10. They don't want it right now while it's, you know, again, at the time I record this, right around 53 cents. They don't want XRP at 53 cents. They want to feel like it's validated, and it's never going to stop going. It's human nature. And so don't think that it doesn't apply to XRP. Humans will have the same behavior because we have the same DNA, regardless of the asset. People absolutely will FOMO in irrationally. They will be our exit liquidity. Because at those levels, I mean, I'm gonna be out of XRP. I'll tell you that. That's a virtual certainty right there. And then there was also this. This is from Tony Severino, chart analyst. This one's about Bitcoin. He said, Bitcoin is on its 6 2-week candle above former all-time high closing candlestick resistance, more than likely flipping it into support. And so I'm not seeing a ton of analysts with extremely high conviction that absolutely the bottom is in for Bitcoin. We're not going to see anything else to the downside. It's going to go. But there are lots of analysts that think that what is most likely is that the bottom is in, you know, in a shorter time frame, more locally here. There's tons of analysts that do think that what's most probable right now is that the worst that we were going to see for Bitcoin for this part of the cycle, it's already happened. So take that for what it's worth, but Bitcoin can't stay here forever. We are going to have a break. It's just a question of is the bottom finally actually in? And if that's true, that's where things are going to start to really, really, really get fun here. Here's another post from chart analyst Tony Severino. He actually shared something from the Charting Guy. Charting guy was talking about XRP BTC Pair, which I've been watching like a hawk recently. And so charting guy wrote, XRP BTC also just printed a buy signal with Tony Severino's Bitcoin Bullseye indicator on the monthly. And that was reposted by chart analyst Tony Severino. And he said, great spot. He's right. XRP BTC just flashed a bullish bottom signal. So if that is correct, and here you can see this is just TradingView XRP BTC Pair on the 1 month. If that is true, then the bottom that we saw on April 13th, way down here, that was the actual bottom. So XRP bottomed against the United States dollars in June of 2022, and we've been trending up ever since then. It was at 28 cents. That was the bottom for the cycle. But as far as the XRP BTC pair, no. We've been trending down that whole time as Bitcoin has outperformed XRP, but it's not going to stay like that. XRP is going to put Bitcoin's performance to shame this market cycle, I believe. So this very well may be the actual bottom. But as I've been saying recently, even if it's not, the asset class moves in tandem. The market will find a bottom on the XRP BTC pair. It's going to happen. So hopefully this is it. But if not, okay, whatever. You know, people are saying the same thing last market cycle and the cycle before that. People were predicting, oh, maybe this is the bottom, and then it was, and then it went down further. Oh, maybe that's the bottom, and then it wasn't. But eventually there was one. That's the point. Same here. No different whatsoever. Here's a post from another one from Tony Severino. This is an XRP USD chart, and he said, XRP 1 month LMACD, the logarithmic moving average convergence divergence, appears ready to diverge higher. Diverging upward above the zero line sends XRP into overdrive. And he's comparing what's happening right now, where I'm circling, in 2024, and what happened in 2023. That's what's in the box there. He's comparing that to what happened in 2016 and 2017, because it was early 2017 when XRP, of course, went ballistic. And he's saying this is yet another metric that if you're just talking in probabilities, indicates XRP is about to go absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And he does think that it's going to be that much more explosive since XRP didn't hit a new all-time high last market cycle. Here's a post from chart analyst Crypto Insight UK talking about XRP pricing against Bitcoin. So that's an XRP BTC pair on your screen. And he wrote, XRP versus Bitcoin update. On the weekly time frame, XRP has broken a 280-plus day downtrend. This trend started on the day of the ruling from Judge Torres stating XRP is not a security versus Bitcoin. At the same time, the weekly RSI has crossed bullish and is leaving the overbought area. So this is all bullish. However, we need to see increase in volume come in to support this move. Ideally, I'd like to see a large green weekly candle supported by volume that closes above the horizontal white line. If and when we get this, we can start to discuss price targets and feel some excitement. And so you'll notice that, pick an analyst, because look, all of the analysts that I feel are reputable and that I follow that track XRP, there's a certain amount of overlap in the types of things that they're saying. They're doing their own analysis, but coming in many instances to very similar conclusions. And I'll just tell you this, and this is a reason that I track so many different chart analysts. The moments in time where I see this much convergence in opinion from so many different chart analysts, those are the moments where I found just looking back that something actually is going to happen. That has been the case in my experience going back over 6 years. When you have this many people saying very similar things, independently coming to their own conclusions, yes. You don't find this. You don't find this in bear markets. Not from reputable analysts out there. You don't find that stuff. But now they're all agreeing, and it happens to be winter of a bull market. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. So, I mean, when he's talking about RSI and he's talking about bottoming out XRP against Bitcoin, I'm seeing this all over the place. There is something to this, and we know what's happened to XRP in moments in the past, previous bull cycles, when all of this lines up. That's why it's exciting to hold XRP right now. It's finally just about here. Here's a post from chart analyst Dark Defender. XRP USD. He said, engines ready for XRP, getting back into the triangle, road to $1.88. And so, of course, he thinks it's going to go way higher than that, but he's just talking about the short term. He also believes that's going to be happening sooner than later. And actually, I wanted to mention this too. there's a separate post here from Crypto Insight UK. I almost forgot this. He did note earlier today that his target for XRP this market cycle is $13, which is pretty reasonable, maybe conservative. You know, I just, again, this is the range. Like I was saying several minutes or so ago, this is what I keep seeing. $10, $11, 12, 13. Sure. It's all pretty reasonable. In fact, the more conservative one, I don't know if I have pulled up for this video. I don't think I do, but I saw a post from Tony Severino. Maybe I can pull it up in a future video. But, you know, he had indicated that he thought that, you know, XRP probably goes maybe like $9 or so, which would be more on the conservative side, you know, compared to, you know, what some of these other analysts like Crypto Insight UK are calling for. But even that would be amazing. That would change a lot of people's lives. And then considering over the last 6 years, while XRP's been ranging, it got as low as 10 cents. Imagine that going all the way from the bottom, XRP at 10 cents several years ago. If you get up to $9, my God, that's a crazy. That's from the bottom to the top. Here's a post from chart analyst E. Greg Crypto. XRP 589. You gotta love this. He's having a little fun with this. I like this. He says XRP $5.89. So not $589. So it says not title hook, but calculated move. And then he has this line where I'm not circling, but moving back and forth to draw your attention to it. He calls this the Atlas line, and this is what he's referencing at the beginning part of this post here. He says Atlas line. The Atlas line has been a holding XRP price since March 2020, as indicated by the 9 strong yellow circle touch points. And then he says white triangle, which would be this part where I'm circling right now. He says if XRP breaks out to the upside, then $1.50 is the measured move, marking the beginning of a significant macro breakout, coinciding around Fib 786. And then there's the bigger blue triangle here, obviously, dating back again to 2020. And he says the blue triangle's measured move breakout could potentially propel the price to $5.89. Coinciding around Fib 1618. So obviously, again, he's having a little bit of fun with the whole 589 thing in the XRP community, which is obviously completely absurd, but I like having fun with stuff. And then he says XRP Army stays steady. There's a mini pump to $1.50 and a major pump to $5.89 in the cards, with the macro pump potentially soaring above 2 digits. And so there you go. If you're talking 2 digits, that would be a minimum of $10. You know, out of all the reputable analysts I follow, almost all of them are saying at least $10. Again, Tony Severino, he's close to that. He's, you know, maybe it's $9. And you know what? I think I saw the blockchain backer. I don't want to put words in his mouth, so I hope I'm not misremembering. But several weeks ago, when he was talking about where XRP might go this cycle, I could be mistaken, so I apologize if so. But I thought he had lowered where he thought it might go this cycle compared to where he was expecting it would have gone last cycle. You know, had the SEC not sued. And I thought that he was now below, expecting XRP to be below $10 for a peak. I can't remember if he said like $8 or $9 or something. I'm going to have to go back and check that. So again, don't take that as gospel. I admit right now I could be mistaken on that. I don't like putting words in people's mouths, but I think that was the case because I remember being a little surprised by that. But even then, that would be that would be a fantastic move. Like as far as I'm concerned, for me on a personal level, I'd be thrilled with that. XRP peaks at $9, I'd be thrilled. Now, I'll not be surprised if it goes a good bit higher than that. That won't surprise me in the least. But I'm just saying I'd be happy with that. Absolutely. That would be incredibly meaningful to me on a personal level, and I'm sure to many of you listening. That's a big-ass move right there. And so, again, just to reiterate, this is where we're at. We are in a bull market. This is the moment in time that we find ourselves living in. We are going to see a move at some point. And so even if there is a little bit more choppiness before we have a break either way, and even if we do see a break to the downside, that doesn't change anything on a higher time frame anyway. This is going to go. The asset class moves in tandem. XRP has never been so perfectly positioned. And isn't it nice living in this year, 2024, and we can draw upon XRP's performance dating back over a decade to draw conclusions about what's probable? Because I will tell you, before XRP went crazy in 2017, we didn't have a bunch of data points. It would have been a lot more scary and intimidating and risky to hold XRP if you're buying in 2015, 2016, 2017. And yeah, the payoff was there for sure. Major payoff. But a lot more risky. Whereas now, It's a much more sure thing. We can see the XRP ecosystem is healthy. It is thriving. People are using it. The crypto asset class on top of that keeps getting bigger, and XRP is a part of it. So this is the time. We really are that close. I don't know what that means specifically. I don't know if that means it goes later tonight or tomorrow or next week or next month or whatever. Even if it's a quarter from now, who knows? But when this market goes, XRP is absolutely going to have a burst. And that's when people start buying it. Because people FOMO in. Because they're not rational. That's not the time to do it, but people absolutely will be FOMO in it. Including some people that have sold because XRP is too boring right now. And the opportunity cost, my God, it's just been moving sideways. Okay. Well, that's how people behave, but it's kind of silly-ass nonsense.